spoke to the captain. What did he say? He said he knows that Ghana will give them a run for their money. It's not going to be an easy game. So you know what? Out of 40,000, quarter, 25,000.
I like your energy.
Listen,
I like your energy today.
I'm gearing up for tomorrow. I'm very positive about this match. 7:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, 7:30
Baba Sports Stadium.
Yes.
Listen.
I love the energy. I love the energy.
Kevin, welcome this morning.
Oh, thanks so much, dear.
I know they are getting ready in Kumasi. Yesterday, training also continued. Yeah. But I'm hearing pieces of injury here and there. What's going on?
Well, yes, we heard yesterday that Edmond Ado, one of our central midfielders, is going to be out of the 2 games, all because he picked up an injury last weekend during his league.
So it wasn't during training yesterday?
But I think it's really worsened yesterday. They just managed to realize it after the MRI scan, according to reports. And but Ayew Sulabi is already in Kumasi, so I'm sure he has bits and pieces, a lot of info on that.
Mr. Ofosulabi.
Morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fantastic. Exactly where's your spot this morning? Where are you standing?
I'm at the Kumasi airport at the moment.
You just landed?
No, the Nigerian team is expected to touch down in a few minutes, so we are just waiting to see if we can get a few interviews from them before they get to their hotel.
But why so serious? I mean, add some smiles to this interview for me. You are too serious this morning. Are you scared? What's the atmosphere like? Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared at all. I mean, it's a football match. I mean, however it goes, life goes on.
You look a little anxious, though. You look a little anxious.
Yeah, because I don't think that. Yesterday, for instance, we were at the Mobile Stadium and we were locked out of the stadium because apparently the Black Stars were training in there. They did not allow anybody in there. There was heavy security present. So after the training session, there were so many fans outside the Mobile Stadium who wanted to see the Black Stars
already.
Yes, but they were not allowed. And a lot of them got very aggrieved. Some of them, after the training, the bus was coming out and many of the fans were hooting at the team. And I don't think that it helps our cause at this moment, given that we want to qualify for the World Cup. And so that's what's happening. And that's what happened yesterday. And also, Edmond Ado's injury has been confirmed. And it's very likely that he might not play in those 2 games here and then the one in Abuja, because the injury looks quite serious. And, I don't know how, they can get him fit for those 2 games. But we'll see how it goes. We'll be getting updates later today, and then we'll see how it goes for the Black Stars and also for Ghana.
Yeah, Kelvin will come in, but before he does, what aggravated this injury yesterday?
So from what I said earlier, we were not allowed to get into the training session.
So you can't even tell.
Yeah. So we don't really know what happened to him, but we just heard the news just after training and after they had gone into their hotel. That's when we heard the news, and so it came as a shock to many of us because we were hoping that the Black Stars would come through with no injuries and no COVID concerns. And then they could play the game, freely. But it looks like it didn't happen like that.
But is it normal practice for you guys, journalists, and of course supporters, to be shied away from these players? Is it normal practice?
So it's not normal practice. I think that there have been games that have been played at the Accra Sports Stadium, at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium, where the media and then the public have been given an opportunity to watch the team train. Usually, they train for maybe 40 minutes, and then they allow the public to come in and just watch, a few of the training sessions. Maybe when they are doing the free kick practices or the penalty practices, they allow us to come and watch. And then the media also sits through. But it looks like, the importance of this game has made them change their minds on certain things that they want to do. And so that's why this looks like a novelty, really. And it really upsetted the Kumasi fans. But I just hope that, later today, they give fans an opportunity to just watch the team train. That training is supposed to start after Coach Otoado addresses the press at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So now, just before the address, what's the itinerary like for the Black Stars? What's the plan like? What's the schedule like for the Black Stars today?
Well, so particularly, let me just start from this morning. So this morning, Jordan Ayew touched down at the Kumasi Airport. You know, he was alone here waiting to be picked up. He has already been picked up. He's going to join the Black Stars in their hotel. And so that's news from Jordan Ayew this morning. But I mean, the Black Stars are expected to. The main thing today is to train after they address the media at 4 p.m. And so that's it. But also the Nigerians are set to arrive. I mean, after they do that, I mean, let me just show a bit of it. Okay. So we are at the airport now waiting. So as you can see, it's quite calm here, quite serene. I mean, we're waiting for the Nigerian team to arrive, and they will start training after 7 p.m. Their coach, Augustine Eguavon, is expected to address the media at 7 p.m. So after 7 p.m., they would also train, and then training will end, and then they'll go to their hotel. And then from tomorrow, I mean, match preparations will begin.
All right, very fair. But you said the fans were hooting at the players when they were, or the team when they were moving out of the stadium. How will this affect the player? Because we know they feed on the energy of the people, and when they were moving to Kumasi, they know how Kumasi has been very supportive to the cause of the Black Stars. Did you have any conversation with any of the management members or any of the top officials? What are they doing about this situation so it doesn't affect the mood of the team?
Look, Kelvin, you know how these things go. You know how our management members can be. You know how the technical team can be, especially when it comes to matches like this. I mean, everybody has been locked in. Nobody wants to say anything to anybody. And so that's really just what's happening. But, I mean, some of our colleagues who are, a bit more closer to the team, have been mentioning that given the importance of this game, they want everybody locked in. Nobody wants to give anything away. That could potentially cause an upset for the team and also for the country. And so, like I said earlier, I mean, I know that today is when we're going to hear quite a number of things from some of the players and also from the coach, because the media will be given an opportunity to meet them. But in yesterday's training session, it was totally locked. I mean, even when they finished training and then they were passing by, usually after training, the windows are rolled down a bit, just to say hi to the fans, to give them some pleasantries and stuff like that. But no, yesterday, I mean, everything was locked. The windows were rolled up, and then there was huge security presence. They just moved out of the stadium and then they just left. And that was when the fans got really, really angry, because for many of them, I mean, Kelvin, you know Kumasi, you know how much they love the Black Stars, and they expected that, at least the Black Stars will stop, the team will stop and maybe say hi to them, maybe wave at them for a bit, but that didn't happen. And so many of them were aggrieved. I think yesterday I spoke to quite a number of fans. Many of them were aggrieved at the behavior of the technical team, of the management team yesterday, but they are still not lost hope. They still hope that the Black Stars will win. Many of them are calling for a 4-1, a 3-1. A lot of them want a really huge scoreline because they know that.
All right, thank you so much, Ayew. So hopefully that will happen tomorrow when we face the Super Eagles. But Asamoah Gyan, the former captain of the team, has been speaking about the game, the doubleheader, and he's fully confident of victory for the Black Stars.
For me, I think it's a more mental game. When you talk about Ghana against Nigeria, predictions might go wrong because it's like we are good rivalries. It's not about hatred or something. But when it comes to Ghana Nigeria, everybody wants to win. In anything, when you talk about music, even food, we're talking about jollof, and like Ghana wants to win, Nigeria wants to win. Since we were kids, we've been watching this rivalry between Ghana and Nigeria. Anytime Ghana and Nigeria plays, nobody can predict. So I would say it's a mental game. But honestly, when it comes to statistics on paper right now, I think they are ahead of Ghana a bit, on paper. But when it comes to Ghana Nigeria, you cannot predict. It's a mental game. The person who have the good mindset, preparation and everything, going to the game, thinking about winning, doing everything right, the person can carry the day.
So that is from the former captain, Asamoah Gyan. Yes, he knows all it takes when it comes to Ghana Nigeria. He played them in 2008 when we beat them at the African Nations Cup here in Ghana, 2-1. Junior Agogo with that win. And also, he scored that lone goal against them to help us sail through in the 2010 Nations Cup in Angola. So, fairly, he knows how to do it when it comes to Ghana-Nigeria games, and he understands what it is.
You know, yesterday, when we're doing sports, I mentioned that former midfielder for Ghana, Emmanuel Ajman-Bedu, well, he says that he thinks one of the elements that will propel them to victory would be individual excellence or individual brilliance. So if we couple that with this mentality that Asamoah Gyan is talking about, and like you rightfully said, he's been with them. He knows exactly what a mental, what's the word I'm looking for, positioning can do for them. For me, if you add this to individual brilliance, there's no way that we shouldn't be able to win against Nigeria. If you add the support also, I mean, yes, we're a little bit upset right now because during training yesterday, we couldn't interact with them. But I'm sure
don't worry, they may be, for that. They will be upset, but when they get to the stadium tomorrow, I'm sure
you see, the issue is not even about being upset. Don't be upset. Prove yourselves tomorrow so that the love that we used to have for the Black Stars can come back. Because mind you, a number of people or a number of supporters may have been at the stadium yesterday, but all 30 million of us, how many people are really rooting for the Black Stars right now and actually have confidence that we will be able to win against Nigeria? Anyway, we'll just continue. If you missed the final push last night, the interview with Nigeria's coach Igor Vaughan was playing. It played actually yesterday. We are bringing you some snippets of it this morning. I think he's got a lot of respect for the Ghana team. He respects us so much that I think we just may beat them. Let's take a look.
Ghana is a team that we have always respected. I personally have always respected. Forget about performance during the Nations Cup, Ghana's performance or Nigeria's performance. Nigeria, Ghana, any day, in any categories, is always a big one. We are rivals, we respect them, we adore them. I'm very sure they respect us and they adore us as well. We are brothers and sisters. Like you said, we'll still exist, we'll still be friends. But we are going to remain focused and try as much as possible to play our game and come up with a positive result.
Everything looked very calm, and you've mentioned that it's going to be a big clash. It is a big one, but it's a normal match.
It's a normal match, yes.
What does it mean to you and the people of Nigeria? How huge is this for you personally, for the team and the people of Nigeria?
You know, in football today, Nigeria it's a big football nation. And as a big football nation, it's like Brazil, Argentina in South America, or get over the line. It's a big one. It's a big one. We have to go to Accra or Kumasi and do something. I will work so hard and try to get Nigerian national team Super Eagles over the line.
Nigerian coach Igor Vaughan on how he feels about Nigeria, Ghana, and the match tomorrow. One thing he mentioned, he says he loves Pep Guardiola. Yes, and Juliet was trying to find out if that was the same format he was going to be using, but he was smart about it. But we will definitely find out tomorrow. But all of this, why are we doing all of this? It's in a quest for that worldwide showstopper in November. Of course, it's the World Cup. So when it comes to the World Cup, everybody is interested. This morning, the BBC is also very interested in this very match. There's so many matches, but because this one is very special, we've got John Bennett and Lee James. They are journalists, sports journalists from the BBC here with us this morning. You're very welcome.
Good morning, Keith.
Thank
you very much.
Oh, I thought you were going to respond in
English. Sorry.
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. You picked up a few things
just a little bit. Yeah, just a little.
But it will get better with time.
Hopefully
How many days have you guys been here?
Just a couple of days. We've had time to be here. We've had time to had a little bit of jollof rice. We've sampled that already.
Have you tried Nigerian jollof before?
Not yet. I hear the Ghanaian's better though.
Don't even try it. It's not good. Don't try it. The Ghana jollof is the best one. If you try the Nigerian jollof, I don't think you survive it, so don't try that one.
Okay, so we've got the best one. We've
exactly.
had a dance to down flat by Kelvin Boy already, so I think we've sampled it clearly.
Listen,
it wasn't a good dance. Got to admit, our dancing skills weren't great, but we had a go. We tried it out.
But at least you tried, right? At least there's some Ghana inside you. You're dancing to Ghana tunes, and of course you're eating Ghana jollof. So this is all good for Ghana. Listen, this is 3 goals already.
Yeah, they are home.
This is 3 goals already for Ghana. But tell me, this is big for us here in Ghana. I'm sure it's for you as well. But there are a number of World Cup qualifiers being played. Why this interest in Ghana, Nigeria?
Well, for us, this is a huge match. I present Sports World on the BBC World Service, and in Ghana, in Nigeria in particular, there is that appetite for the Premier League, we know. So they're listening to us, they're following the matches, and we had to sample this West African derby. We had to be here and see what it was all about. And I'm loving your positivity, Cookie Tea, as well.
Thank you. I mean, we've had a number of downsides when it comes to Ghanaian football regarding the Black Stars. Times have not been really interesting for us. So I'm just hoping that same way I'm excited, the rest of the 30 million Ghanaians out there would also be excited. But Kelvin, you can take it away from here.
Well, yes, welcome, John.
Thank you.
Just like I said, there is a big interest in this, and we know a couple of players are in England. How is this big for the people in UK as well?
Yeah, the interest in African football's never been bigger in the UK, particularly after the Africa Cup of Nations. You know, I've covered about 5 or 6 now, and I was more in demand than ever from the UK radio stations, so not just the BBC World Service, but from the BBC's UK radio stations, because of all the Premier League stars, and because for the first time in a long time, all the games were on TV. So if you were in England, you could watch all the games. The BBC had 10 games as well, so the interest is huge. There's some big Premier League stars playing in this game. Thomas Partey for Ghana is a player that at the moment the Arsenal fans absolutely loving. He's in brilliant form. So I just hope for you guys that you can bring that Arsenal form into this game against Nigeria.
I am particular. I'm sorry, Kelvin, but I'm particularly interested in what you're expecting to see, especially from the Black Stars.
This is going to be interesting. I think they've got a lot to prove, haven't they? The build-up has been a little chaotic. We thought we would be heading to the Cape Coast Stadium, and now at the Baba Yara, which we're very much looking forward to. You were talking about what the kind of support. I think if that's that support that we saw when they beat Egypt in the World Cup qualifying for 2014, that's going to carry the Black Stars. So let's wait and see. But I do just have this feeling, despite the fact the Africa Cup of Nations campaign, we don't really want to mention that, didn't go so well. I just have a feeling that this could be the time for the Black Stars.
Yeah, the atmosphere for me is interesting as well, because I was at the World Cup in 2014 with the Ghana team in Brasilia, when that relationship seemed to break down between the fans and the team. And there's been a downturn, but could this be the chance to get the fans back behind the Black Stars? So I'm really interested to see the atmosphere. And I think Ghana need to start the game well, don't they, to get those fans behind them.
Well, John, aside the players, there is also one particular interest. Chris Hughton, who's been in the Premier League, is now the technical advisor for the Black Stars for this double header. You know him very well. What do you think he adds to this Ghana team that may make Ghana superior over Nigeria? Yeah,
he's a very interesting character. I think he was popular in England as well. What he brings in terms of football, his organisation, structure to a team. You remember his Brighton team in the Premier League, very defensively organised. Sometimes they were criticised for being a bit boring, being a bit dull, but they got results. You know, they stayed in the Premier League, and if he can bring a bit of that organisation to the Ghana team, I think that can really help. And I also like his personality as well. He's very down the line. You know, doesn't get too up when there's a win, doesn't get too down when there's a defeat. I think he'll be a really calming influence in the Ghana team. So on paper, I think it's a really good appointment.
Well, really good appointment. You look at the Nigerians, they've stuck to Austin Eguavoen, even though he decided to resign after the Nations Cup. Now, you spoke about Thomas Partey's brilliant form. You look at Nigeria, they have a number of very solid players in their team who also play in the Premier League. How is that going to play positively in their favour?
There's no doubt about it. Nigeria are a really impressive team. And the fact that Victor Osimhen is fit, didn't play in the Cup of Nations, the fact that he's fit adds another dimension to the Nigeria team. So, you know, on paper, and I hate to say this in Ghana, but on paper, I think a lot of Ghana fans will admit this as well. On paper, if you put the two teams next to each other, Nigeria starts as favourites. But it's a local derby, and that makes it really unpredictable. And I've been saying it in interviews throughout this week. I think Ghana have to win on Friday. They have to take a lead to Nigeria for that second leg to have a chance of getting through to the World Cup. I think it's crucial, that match tomorrow.
All right, now Lee, we've seen critical points where teams with all the quality on paper have failed to excel, and we just saw that during the African Nations Cup. Even Nigeria, with that brilliant form from the group stages, they had to capitulate in the round of 16 against Tunisia. What lesson do you think would be taken from that and may make an impact in this double header?
Well, I think it shows that you can have all the form you want, can't you? When it comes into one-off matches, Nigeria experienced that at the Africa Cup of Nations. I think team of the group stage, weren't they? But it didn't matter at all when it came to the knockouts. And I think that is the key thing. These are individual matches. I do agree with John. I think Ghana do need to take a lead into that second leg in Abuja to give them that confidence that they can then go and win an aggregate, which is obviously the aim to get to the World Cup finals. But I don't think we can look too much at the momentum. If you'd looked at that, you would probably give this to Nigeria already. But that's not the case, and I really do think there's a chance.
Yeah, I think Ghana can learn a lot from that Tunisia game at the Cup of Nations when Nigeria were knocked out surprisingly. As we said, they were so good, Nigeria, in the group stage. They played Tunisia. We all expected Nigeria to have an easy win, but Tunisia frustrated Nigeria. And they defended so well, and Nigeria seemed to run out of ideas. Yeah. Victor Osimhen is playing in this game, so it'll be slightly different, but I think Ghana can learn a lot from that Tunisia game.
Very well, and I was just coming to talk about Osimhen. Could he be that X factor that Nigeria, because Nigerians were looking up to him at the Nations Cup. Unfortunately, he missed it, but he's in here. Could he be that X factor for the Eagles?
He's top quality, Victor Osimhen. I mean, we talk about the best strikers in European club football. Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, Dusan Vlahovic. I don't think Victor Osimhen is far behind those guys. His numbers tell the story. He's a fantastic player. Whenever I've watched Nigeria and he's playing, he seems to be a player who can turn a game for them. So it's a huge plus for Nigeria that he's back fit.
But they've got so many attacking options, haven't they? That is the thing, and it's going to be very interesting how that all works out, because creatively, they've got it all there with Kelechi Iheanacho, and Moses Simon had such a great Cup of Nations as well. So, yes, going forward, creativity, they've got it. But, as John was saying there, I think we've seen teams like Tunisia at the Cup of Nations. They can frustrate Nigeria, and if Ghana can do that and they can be solid, they've got the linchpin in midfield in Thomas Partey, then there are opportunities there.
Now, looking at this, what mentality do you think Ghana should take into that game? You spoke about how Nigeria have a lot of attacking options and then that creativity up front. What do you think should be Ghana's mentality going into this game?
Well, they've got to believe they can win. I'm sure they will do. We know the build-up has not been perhaps ideal, but we don't know how that's impacted upon the players. We know that maybe some relations have been fractured a little bit within the media, maybe with some of the fans as well. I do think that needs to change with the fans, and I'm sure it will when they get to the Baba Yara Stadium on Friday night and get behind the team, and I think that's going to help and give them that lift. They've got to be solid, they've got to be compact, especially in the first half, haven't they? They can't give away early chances, or an early goal for Nigeria, and things can change and turn. But if they can have that solidity, hopefully create some chances of their own, as I say, with the likes of Thomas Partey in the centre of that midfield, acting as that linchpin. And I think the players, it's a fresh start for a lot of them as well. And some of them haven't perhaps got that baggage of what has gone on over the last few years. We'll see what some of the exciting younger players like Felix Afemejan can perhaps do if he gets his chance. So there are chances there.
Well, Jordan Ayew, experience, he has it all when it comes to playing some of these top games he's played at the top level. He nearly missed this game.
Yeah.
What is he going to offer Ghana with his presence?
Yeah, it's massive to have Jordan Ayew back. I know sometimes he is criticised, isn't he, by the Ghanaian press, but I'm a big fan of Jordan. Too much, yes.
Too much.
So because he doesn't get the numbers we expect him to.
Yeah, I know, but he's such an unselfish player, Jordan Ayew. And I think you talk to players who play with him, teammates, club and international level, and they all love him, and that tells a story because he works so hard. And sometimes he's a bit too unselfish. There's a lot of concentration in modern football about numbers, about stats, how many goals he scored, how many assists. Yeah. But his work rate is huge. So I think it's massive. I hope he's fully fit. Obviously, he's coming to the camp late, hasn't he? It's difficult. But he's got that experience. He's been through a lot. He can help these young players that Lee mentioned through this game. So I think it's huge. It's a big miss not to have Andre Ayew here. He'd have loved this game. It's the type of game that he would have been so keen to play with his experience, his determination. But yeah, it's great to have Jordan here.
Just think he's got to be selfish. Strikers have to be selfish, don't they? They've got to try and score
exactly.
goals. Perhaps with Andre Ayew there, that leadership as well they can provide. But yeah, be selfish.
Yeah.
Try and score the goals, I think.
So let me ask this, John and Lee James, if you had 2 minutes in the dressing room with these players before they hit the pitch, what would you tell them?
Well, I would say believe, because it doesn't matter if you are maybe the underdogs going into this. I'll tell you, Cookie T, I'm a Leicester City supporter. Leicester City won the Premier League. Those odds were incredible. No one thought we would do it. So I would say, go out there, perform your best, believe, have that hunger, that desire, that passion that I know the fans will give them as well in the Baba Yara Stadium, and they can do it.
John?
Well, we have a lot of listeners on the BBC in Nigeria, so it'd be 2 minutes in the Ghana dressing room. Then I'd have to go over to the Nigerian dressing room as well. I have to be balanced.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, I have to be balanced.
No, that's fair.
No, but I'd say to these Ghana players that just forget all the noise around this game. Just concentrate on the next 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes, build from solid foundations. You saw that Tunisia frustrated this Nigeria team at the Cup of Nations. Maybe there'll be some overconfidence from Nigeria. Everyone outside Ghana is expecting them to win, but you have to believe. You have to believe that you can win this game.
And he'll tell the Nigerian dressing room they can win.
Okay, so one last one. Your predictions.
Ooh, what do you think, John?
Yeah.
Me first.
Okay, John Bennett, you first.
Okay, I will predict that Ghana will win the first leg, but then I'm not sure how it's going to go in the second leg. So I've given you a prediction, but I'm sitting on the fence as well.
At least we're winning, but how many goals?
I'd say 2-1 on Friday, but I'm not sure about the second leg. I'm not sure about the second leg.
But that's fair. Let's just concentrate on Friday.
Say so Friday. 1-0. 1-0 Ghana.
1-0.
Tight, very, very tight match, but okay. The nerves are going to be jangling.
In the first half or the second half?
Very narrow.
Later on in the second half.
Later on in the second
half.
What minute? Likely to score?
Oh, I don't know. Jordan Ayew, it said be selfish, so Jordan's going to be selfish and score.
All right, so that's very fair.
It could possibly be Amati.
Yes.
Maybe. John Bennett and Lee James are sports journalists from the BBC. They joined us this morning, and I'm sure you're heading straight to Baba Yara. Are you leaving today or tomorrow?
Leaving today.
Yes, we are. Yeah,
all right. Be safe out there.
Thank you so much.
One of our delicacies in Kumasi is fufu. Have you tried it before?
I've been told to try fufu.
We're waiting to get to Kumasi.
When you get to Kumasi, please try fufu and let me know what you think. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. Yes, that's it. That's it. Calvin Owusu and Lee James and John Bennett joined me this morning for sports. Tomorrow is the big day. Let's keep the fire burning. We'll be right back.